This is episode 7. Again, we'll come up with a title. Me and Will, of course, as always, got the homie Benzo on this time.
What it do?
Quick review. Dude, we've been doing pretty good, Will. I don't know if anybody's been talking to you about it, but I've been getting some nice feedback. I took my daughter to go see It the other day, and I was standing in line talking to Jimmy. His brother was standing there. Got him to subscribe on the spot, and then some other dude in line that heard us talking was like, hey, how do I find that? So I got him to subscribe on the spot. So, yeah, it was pretty tight. I can't wait to get the business cards so we can start handing those out. And, again, top 3 episodes, episode 1, episode 2, and then Drew's episode, and then a couple of them are starting to pick up too. So we'll see what happens, man. It's going good. But, yeah, the way I know Benzo, we actually fucked around with the music shit when I lived over in Cruces.
Yeah.
We haven't really talked much since I moved out and came back to Alamo, but we'll figure out what's going on because from what it looks like, you might not be with your lady anymore. I'm not sure.
Actually, I am, as a matter of fact.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I still got that music thing going, dude. I mean, we can sit down and, I'll send you a verse all the way to Alamo. We could still work on that music.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be going out there to do D has his own thing going on YouTube too, so he wants to actually get me on camera. So we made a deal. He'll get on this one when I go out there and do his. So we got some shit going on. But Will, I know you've been going through it, man. I know you've been going through some shit. You haven't really been able to open up your story yet because we're so busy trying to help everybody else out. So let us know what's been going on, man, and we'll see what we can do to help you out, and then we'll get Benzo's story in after that.
Shit, bro. I don't know where to start, man. It's just, I told you a little bit, man. It's just one thing after the other, man. It's just been, I don't know. I go to court, honestly, probably about 4 times a month. I go to court. That's real. And that's either filing something or actual court hearing, right? So, Eric, I don't even know where to start, bro. Right? It's a whole shit, man. Where do I start, The current situation is I'm waiting for the actual the main custody hearing in November. That's when, and it's been a 10-month wait period. That's the catch, man. It's a 10-month wait period, which you just got to have that moleskin and be patient because it's been 10 months of games. You know what I'm talking about, Eric. 10 months of straight fucking games. And the only thing I've been able to do is just swallow it, document the shit out of everything I do, every move I make. Call the police or intervene with the police when I have to, intervene with my lawyer when I have to, but it's been chaotic. So this last round is, I briefly mentioned to you, bro. This is the most recent shit. She sends me a message through this family messenger service that we've been requested to use, right? We don't use email. We use this family service, and we don't talk on the phone.
Right.
She wrote this. She's a lawyer, right? I've told you about that. So my baby mom is a lawyer. Yeah. She knows how to use all these slick words. So when she keeps my son on a night I'm supposed to have him, she'll write to me and say, okay, I'm acknowledging you have forfeited your night. I'm like, what the fuck? They used to trip me up until I said, okay, I can play with this slick game too. I said, can you please provide me the written consent or please provide me documentation where I gave written consent to forfeit my night, to just checkmate that. But then I have to save these emails, the whole game. I have to save all these emails for my lawyer. So this is something we submit for contempt. But the latest game late last week, she sends me a message and says, per our agreement, just starting off like a damn psycho, per our agreement, I've enrolled our son, who as I told you, bro, he's 2 years old, into a charter school. It's $25,000 a year, a fucking charter school.
Fuck.
Yeah, I've enrolled him in a charter school. Per our agreement, it'll be 8 to 4 p.m. for a 2-year-old, bro, a 2-year-old. And I suggest that it's best that you see him twice a month, and the pickups will be in Washington, D.C. Like, just completely making up her own shit, bro. So,
So you have right now. You guys don't have official custody agreement, right?
We do. And the way Washington D.C.
But in that agreement, it says you're supposed to have him 3 nights a week.
3 nights a week, yes, sir. Yep, 3 nights a week.
Okay, and so this family messaging system. Are you keeping track of all that?
Oh yeah, literally, bro. I had to download every single message last night and give to my lawyer, and it was, bro, like fucking 50 messages. You know what I mean? Because she's just compiling the fuck out of everything. So yeah, I keep track of all that. The messenger service is called Our Family Wizard.
But she doesn't have anything showing that you were like, okay, go ahead and keep him for my night.
Oh, never. No,
she's just making that up.
No, dude.
Okay.
Eric, completely psychotic. That's what I'm saying. It's like me coming to you, Eric, and being like, Eric, per our agreement, I have your car and I'll be taking it. And by the way, I need gas money per our agreement. And you're just staring at me like, you're a fucking idiot. And then, but somehow I got your
keys. I didn't say you could take my truck, and I'm not giving you money to put in my truck.
Exactly. But somehow I got your keys now, bro. And you're just like, dude, so it's a complete violation, bro. 150% violation. There's no legal basis for it.
Well,
I checked my son out of school basically last week. That's what I did. So, because it came to my door, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to sit around and bitch. I'm just going to go to the school because... And dude, I was planning all different type of scenarios in my head. I said, okay, what if the school just, my whole game plan, man, I've had to change like my whole outlook on life. I'm like, now I'm in this stage of less aggression, but I'm like, I'll catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. You know what I mean? I used to be a pretty rough when I was pissed off, but I was like, I'm just going to go to school, just be cool. And you know what, Eric? There was absolutely fucking zero drama. I went in. And they're like, oh, you here to check out your son? I said, yep. Okay, what's his name? Okay, yep. He's right over here in the classroom. He was laying down asleep. Picked him up. Rolled out, Eric. Rolled out. Yeah, well, she flipped the switch.
I'll tell you, because Joe has his court coming up too, and he has been coming and talking to me when we've been at work and shit. And I'll tell you basically how I told him. You already know what you're supposed to do because we've already all had these conversations. You got to document all of it. You got to keep it dry in court. Remember why you're there, and just bring everything that you can. And so I'm gonna say the same to you, man. You know you've got all your stuff in line, and I know where you're at as far as the stress level. That's where you're at. It's all in your fucking head, but you have everything that you need. So I'm going to say keep it calm, work through it just like you always do. Of course, call me anytime. It was tight when you called me when you were at court, dude. I was tripping the fuck out when you said, I asked the judge for a bathroom break so I could call you.
I'm glad I called you, bro, because I told you they were putting together this slick-ass little document, and the judge was trying to be slick on me. She said, and Mr. Mosini, this is the word she used, bro, he can endorse it. And then she said real low, if he wants. What she didn't say was, Mr. Mosini, you can go and appeal this stupid ass decision. She didn't say that. And
yeah.
I'm glad I spoke with you because I was like, time out, Will. If I sign this bullshit that they're writing up right now, it's like I'm giving up, concurring with it. And I'm like, I don't agree to this shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, go appeal that shit if you can right now. And Eric, I fucking did, dude. And what's funny is, this was all a matter of minutes, bro. I got off the phone with you. And by the way, I called you probably 5 minutes after I left the court. Spoke with you, bro. And I walked right to the appeal window, the clerk that handles these appeals. They had already put in a dismissal. I appealed it. Now, I was talking with my pops later, and he's like, well, Will, he brought up a good point. I'm like, damn, they denied the shit. He's like, actually, no. And again, this is where just getting educated on court terminology. There's a big difference between a denial and a dismissal. Dismissal is they didn't even hear the shit. She just heard something preliminary, dismissed the shit. She didn't actually deny it, right? So for me, I was like, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going for this appeal case, which I'm waiting to get the date on that. And all that was for, Eric, was to change the pickup and drop-off location in the restraining order to where we do it at, which is the police station, bro. That's where we've been doing it at for 8 months. But here, I got one for you, man. I got one for you. On Friday, I have a case coming up in Virginia on the restraining order, and it's called a show cause case, bro. Now I've been researching it, but the whole the whole premise of this hearing is solely to show cause that she has broken the restraining order by walking. I think I told you, walking directly behind me to my car after I pick up my son. After I've done the pickup.
Yeah, you said she was following you and shit.
Exactly. So on both occasions, bro, I used that messenger service. Actually, I sent her a message in advance. I said, hey, we need to make sure we stay in the lobby for the pickups and drop-offs for the safety and security of everyone. Well, she didn't respond to that. On the 7th, she walked me right back to my car, dog, and I sent her a message. I said, hey, listen, keep your distance in that messaging system. Dude, the 13th, she did the same exact shit. So I sent her a long message. I said, you must cease and desist this behavior. Both occasions I told the police too. They said, hey, you got to go back to court. So the whole show cause thing, here's the benefit, bro. The benefit is I'm going in front of the judge that I had for the original restraining order. This woman was no shit, Eric. Like, Eric, This is the no shit judge. She's been the best judge. This is the judge who caught the bitch lying. Now, the whole show cause case, bro, is written out. It says it's only a 10-minute hearing. I'm bringing in the emails from the messaging system, and I have a witness too. My mom witnessed all this shit as well.
Nice.
Now, the thing my dad was trying to tell me, he's like, Will, if you can try and slip in there to this judge what she did, baby mom did after she got the restraining order. In other words, she ran to D.C. Remember that, bro? Within an hour, and filed one against me.
Yeah.
And then essentially just said that this judge was full of shit that we're going back in front of. But I got an order that said, no, baby mom, you're full of shit. And everything the Virginia judge came to conclusion to was 100% right. I want to say that, but Eric, here's the thing. I know I saw this judge how she was the first time, bro. When I went off subject, like I mentioned a parenting agreement, and she's like, what relevant is that? You know, she like cut my tongue, bro. She was no shit. So I'm like, I researched the show cause, and it's like this. They don't want to hear about fucking anything except why you were there, what you wrote down. So I don't, I want to say a lot. You know what I mean, Eric? I want to say, man, this woman.
Well, yeah.
But I shouldn't do that, right? That would be a bad call. Right?
No. You want to, like we always say, and like the judge basically told you, keep it dry and keep it to why you're there. You're there to show cause as to why she violated the restraining order. So anything else, the judge is going to throw out. So you need all that documentation. You need to be able to show the judge, look, she followed me in my vehicle. I had this person with me who can tell you the same. Remember what I told you, every drop-off, when you leave, make a right, make a right, make a right. If she's still behind you after your third right, it's the same as a cop. You can fucking call the cops on a cop if they follow you after 3 right turns if you're going in a square, because it's harassment. Now, same with a regular citizen. If you make 3 rights and you're basically showing that you are going in a circle and that person is following you in that circle, it's harassment.
One big donut, dog.
Because by that 4th turn, when you're back where you started, then it's stalking.
It's 100% stalking. I got a question for you, bro.
So you need to maintain that and maintain all that information and make sure, like we say, keep it dry, show the judge everything that she's done to violate that restraining order, and then keep it with that. If it's got nothing to do with custody, don't bring up custody. If it's strictly a restraining order hearing, keep it as the restraining order information.
Now, here's one for you, bro. This is what I found out, like 100% fact. So a lawyer, at one of those help desk lawyers, told me straight up. It was actually a mediator lawyer, but 100% lawyer. She said, Will, she went through the whole shit with me when I was trying to get the location changed. She was surprised the judge didn't change it. She told me this. She said, Will, in your custody order, it says you have to come to Virginia in this jurisdiction to do the pickup drop-off. There's an existing restraining order. She said, only Virginia, this court has the power to order you to the safe exchange location here in this county. Only this Virginia court does. She said DC does not have the power to do that. She said your only vehicle to get this safe exchange location is this restraining order. My question is this, Eric. Do I bring that up to this judge on Friday?
Yes. Mention exactly what you just said to me. Let the judge know you've gone before another judge in D.C. that lets you know that as far as pickup and drop off, they have no jurisdiction. other than what they decide in Virginia. So through the restraining order, and while you're there, which is the restraining order, request to have something written for that restraining order to include pickup and drop off of the child and the specific location, because what you want is police presence, video cameras, documented evidence that you were there, she wasn't, or she was there, you weren't, whatever. And the judge, through the restraining order, will be able to implement something with that, because it's a restraining order. So with them making their decision, they have to include something with custody because you guys have a child together. So definitely bring that up, but keep that part just basically as short as you said to me. Go through everything first, and then when you get kind of towards the end of the judge's decision or whatever, let the judge know, well, we do have this custody, and I was informed by this other judge in this other jurisdiction that with the restraining order, only you could make a decision. So I'm asking if you can put something in place through this restraining order as far as a specific meeting place as to where we are to do our exchanges. And period. Let the judge make a decision after that.
Now, I'm boom on that one, bro. So it's all clear. Here's the next one, bro. You ready for this one? This is about to get into the silly season, messy Jesse shit. So baby mom is a lawyer, but she also has a team of 5 fucking lawyers, bro. Now, you ready to hear this, Eric?
Yeah.
One of the pickup drop-offs about a month ago, dude, she was playing games, and she's like, I'm only going to meet you at the Metro. So me and my pops, we go to the Metro. She's there. I don't get out because I'm saying, hey, I'm waiting on the police escort. Remember, I think I called you, bro. When the police were coming, she took off, and then she texted me and said, you have forfeited your night. I was this crazy bitch. The cop gets there. You ready for this one, Eric? The cop who gets there is the cop who came the night she was stalking me. He's the one who pulled her over and served her the temporary restraining order. This is that cop.
Yeah. You told me that he told you in the future call him, and then you called the next day, and then the dispatcher basically told you, sorry, we can't fucking help you.
We're not helping you. So, but dude, check this out.
Yeah.
This officer, I'm gonna call him Officer.
Friendly.
Well, I'm gonna call. He was Italian. I'm gonna call him Officer. Michelangelo. So Officer Michelangelo. he was mad cool, by the way. He said, Will, your attorney called me. I said, what? I said, what's his name? He told me his name. My attorney's a female. I said, oh, sir, that is her attorney. I said, he called you? He said, yeah, he was trying to get information.
Oh, yeah. That her attorney called pretending to be your attorney to get information, right?
Exactly. And then he told me, he's like, I know it's dirty business going on. He said, I know this is a rough situation. He was mad cool, dude. So get this.
Yeah.
He's like, what's her number? I'll call her right now and see if she'll come back. So he tried to call her. She doesn't answer. Who calls him while we're waiting? Her attorney, right? So the officer, Michelangelo, is like, hey, you remember me? And then the guy's like, no. He's like, oh, you don't remember me. You called me and said you were Mr. Will's attorney, right? The guy was like, no. Anyhow, the phone conversation ends. Anyhow, the next day I get my son, Eric, right? So that Sunday was drop-off. Now, something came up and I said, old girl was giving me shit on the phone, dude. And I was like, hey, drop off is going to be at the police station at 8 p.m. Nothing's changing. Who sends me a fucking text message, Eric? Now, this is where it's starting to get funny. Her attorney, this same fucking attorney, sends me this intimidating fucking text message. And I was like, huh. He's like, let there be no misunderstanding. We are going to apply maximum remedies and through the court measures against you if you do not return your kid. I'm like, what the fuck? What? So here's
bring that with you.
Yeah. So this is what I did.
That's a lawyer intimidating you.
Check this out, bro. I sent him a message back. I said he's identified himself. He identified who I was, and then he identified that I had an attorney. He said, I know you have an attorney, Miss So-and-so. He stated it and then said his shit. Eric, I wrote him back. I said, sir, cease and desist from all contact with me unless you have written consent from my legal representative. Because you have contacted me, I will take, I threw it back in his face. I will take all remedies within my power to report you. Eric, I fucking reported his ass to the Virginia bar. Guess who's getting investigated right now? Why? His ass.
Nice.
Because Rule 4.2 of the Virginia Bar Association Code of Ethics says, thou shalt not contact another party if you know they have legal representation. Motherfucker.
Good, dude.
So
take him to town, man.
They sent me a letter already and said, hey, we're investigating him. So my question to you is this, Eric. This motherfucker's going to be there on Friday. is this kind of relevant to why they're there? Should I tell the judge? Is it relevant? Is the judge, you know what I mean? Is it a slippery slide?
No. Don't bring up that because you're there for the restraining order aspect of it. Don't bring that up. Let the investigation go through and then handle that part separately against that particular lawyer. Now, if that lawyer happens to bring up anything, then you can let the judge know, Judge, I've already contacted so-and-so. They're already investigating him for this intimidating text that he sent me, and that's not why I'm here today. I'm here for the restraining order. The judge is going to fucking respect what you said and tell that lawyer basically whatever he says is inadmissible as far as anything other than the restraining order. So you're good with that. So you got it, dude. You know what's up. And like we said, we talk all the time. So you're good, dude. You got it. This is the law offices of Young and Company assisting.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? 1-800-LLC Eric Young and Company, bro. So
now,
real quick,
real quick. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Last one, bro. So during that appeal case, and I think I told you about this one too, man. This pissed me the fuck off, and then I guess screwed myself. When we got called up, bro. Old girl's attorney, I'm the plaintiff, she's the fucking defendant. And usually the plaintiff goes first, says, hey, this is why I'm here, Your Honor, da-da-da-da. The defendant defends himself. Well, what happened was he walked straight up to the podium, and Eric, we didn't swear like under oath or anything, so I guess he just started talking. And Eric, he started painting just a completely fucking false narrative. Your Honor, everything's fine. They do the pickup and drop off at the metro station. They've always done it there. There's no issue. They're resolving this. And this court doesn't have jurisdiction of this at all. Da-da-da. And the judge was just swallowing it. And I said, Your Honor, objection. And that's when she was like, shut your mouth, Mr. Mulsaney, sit down.
Yeah.
If he goes up this time, bro, and he starts that shit, obviously I should just shut my mouth and wait till the judge asks me to talk, right?
Yep, let him hang himself. Don't step in and say anything early because, again, there's nothing a judge hates more than someone speaking out of turn. You got to think about it like you're in the principal's office. The guy who jumps in trying to say shit when they haven't been asked anything is the guy who's going to get the short end of the stick. And that's exactly what's going to happen in court. So just wait until they ask you something. Wait until the judge speaks to you. Let him say whatever the fuck he wants to say. And then when the judge, don't interrupt, because as I've learned through many court experiences, if you interrupt the judge, they get pissed off because they have this thing in their head because they've been appointed a position of power. So they have something in their head that basically says, I am in control of this situation, and I'm going to control this entire situation. So any type of disrespect, I'm going to come back at full force to shut this person down. So a judge is one person that, unfortunately, even if they're a piece of shit, you want to make sure you show the respect to, because then they will respect you back. I've been in court cases where I have been that guy who's jumped in and tried to say things and pissed judges off to where they literally fucking threw a book at me whatever chance they had. So you just don't interrupt him. Let him say whatever he wants to say, because if it has nothing to do with the reason why you're there, then the judge isn't going to care. So, like I said, you got it. I do, and I'm happy we were able to talk about it, because me and you, we haven't really got much of our shit out. We're just basically helping everybody else, and I know you needed to vent a little bit, but we'll get Benzo in because he's been kind of quiet.
Actually, I've been hearing that story, man. I mean, I'm just entertained. I mean, for one, yes, I do got to say fuck the system, and for number two, bro, just go with what they, what you know, bro. Show what you know in court, bro, and I'm pretty sure everything will be good, man. Just,
Now with you, Benzo, are you still with the same woman you were with when I was over there?
Yeah, going on 7 years strong, brother.
Damn, nice, man.
You, bro.
How many kids y'all got?
I have 4. I have 3 girls and 1 boy.
Oh.
All with her?
Yeah.
Damn, man. Well, I gotta ask you, because we generally everyone we have on here is we've all been through the court battles and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
What are you, like, do you have any, like, secrets, or was it just, like, the right woman, or is it like she just understands, like, you do what you need to do to make sure you take care of everyone, and she's with it and let you do what you got to do? Like, I'm curious, man, because I went through my shit with my ex-wife. Will's going through his shit with his baby mom, and here you are, 7 years strong, 4 kids, and it seems like no real issues.
Dude, I do have a lot of, stuff that I guess you could say that we've been through, but I don't consider it a battle, you know what I mean? I mean, I've been through court with this woman. I mean, she put me in jail before, but it wasn't that kind of situation, you know what I mean? Because it's just, I was in a position of domestic violence at one point. So, so that's one reason why I ended up in jail, but we got past it, we decided to just let the past go and, let the future decide for itself, man.
Wow. So she's been basically like a general in your army, kind of.
Yeah, she's been, I've been the king, she's been my queen, and we're just basically sitting on an empire, bro.
Nice, dude.
She makes the calls too, you know what I'm saying?
Nice. So y'all have kind of y'all understand each other and stick by each other. Like, if you make a decision, she's not trying to fight it. She's like, okay, well, I'm with it. And
oh yeah, don't get me wrong. She does have, her differences with me, with my choices that I make, and but at the end of the day, we're gonna be here for each other, and just fight the whole situation at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever comes our way, we'll fight it, and fight whatever the hell's trying to break us apart, and we'll stay together.
So, hey,
and
bro,
we'll keep ourselves strong.
I got a question for you, bro. So, and I'm not trying to get into too much of the details, not digging if you don't want to talk about it. But so, when did you guys? What's the age difference between you two? I'm always curious about.
All right, so my age is I just turned 30, so I got with her like about maybe when I was like 23, 22. Her difference was maybe like 16, 17. She was more into me than the fact that I was looking for her, So we started talking, and then, stuff happened after she turned 18, bro. I was just waiting till, we were just waiting at the time, it happened. I had my first kid when I was 23. She was with me when she was with me at the point, because I'm taking care of one of her kids that she had in her past relationship, so I call one of her kids my kids.
Oh, okay.
So basically there was another man involved, but, I just stepped up, you know what I mean?
Is he still in the picture at all, or?
Nah, he's not in the picture, man. He's just, I don't know whatever happened to that guy,
So he just got her pregnant, and he's gone.
He got her pregnant, and he's gone, yeah. And,
wow.
It's just basically, I guess I was the dad that her daughter wanted, I guess, bro. You know what I mean? Because I've been there ever since she was 2 years old, and I've stuck in the picture for a long time, man. Despite our age difference and despite our whatever, it's not like I'm always, you know what I mean? It's just I'm there for that person. I'm there for her, and
There's nothing wrong with that age difference, dude. I think that age difference is perfect, man. In fact, I think there's a lot of pluses with getting a younger woman, to be quite honest, man. I think there's a lot of pluses for guys nowadays. But so let me ask you this one. She's totally into you, which is a huge plus. You guys been through hell in the trenches, and she's proved that, she's committed to you and to you all's relationship, you all's life. Now, you mentioned there was some drama in there, bro. How did, we know it all comes down to communications and miscommunication, I have to say, lack of transparency usually, right? But take us down that path a little bit, man. How did the breakdown happen that led to a crap situation, which you said jail, man? I know that ends it for a lot of guys. I mean, I know a couple people that got through it, but these are rare circumstances you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could say it started with you know, I guess it started with a little bit of cheating, I guess you could say. I guess it's because of the fact that I was talking to other women, and I guess she found out. You know, she wanted to look at my phone, and you know how us guys are when it comes to that. Uh,
Password,
Out of my phone.
password.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude. I made that mistake one time, dude, with this Puerto Rican girl, dude. I didn't have the password protect, dude. I remember I went to go use the bathroom, right? Dude, and we were staying at her friend's house, and I went to New York to see her, and y'all, it was a nice, what do you call, wintry day, snow coming down. I went to use the bathroom. I was coming out ready to smash, dude. She was in the kitchen with a knife.
Oh shit.
And I was like, Eric, just imagine I'm coming out ready for the game, right? The game's to begin. She was in the kitchen with a knife. I had brought her, y'all, a stuffed animal, right? She had chopped the fucking stuffed animal.
What?
I'm like, where's my phone at? And y'all, she is just, the phone's on the table. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. No password protect, y'all. That's a night I never forgot. But yeah, password protection. Password protection.
Yeah, I've been in that situation with the knife and everything.
And dodge
Fuck
knives.
that.
Eric knows about that. Dodge knives. So,
Oh man. So with the as Will was asking, like with the domestic issue, was it like you said it started with cheating? So obviously she forgave you for that part. Was it like she got pissed about it and that's where the domestic started, or?
Yeah, pretty much like that, dude. I mean, I guess it just happened too fast, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, I already knew what was gonna happen. I'm like, I already know how it started. It started off with arguing, and then it started off with, you know, I don't know, man. It crazy, bro. It just went all too fast, and all of a sudden, I guess I put my hands on her the wrong way, bro. And yeah,
I've been there too.
So it wasn't like a fully punch. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just basically, you know, just a grab, and I was, you know, I kind of grabbed her too hard, and yeah. But all right, here's the confusion part that throws everybody off. It wasn't her that called the cops. It was her mom that called the cops and put me in jail.
yeah.
So this is where the mom came in. Yeah, so this is where the mom came in and did me dirty, bro. And that's, ever since then, man, yeah, I was like, fuck the system, and you know what I mean? I'm just like, fuck that shit, bro. I mean, girls have too much rights, bro.
Oh, women, dude, it's crazy. If you look at a woman wrong, man, you could go to jail nowadays, dude. You breathe the wrong way around a woman, you go to jail. So let me ask you this, man. So you get locked up, you get stuck in a shit situation. Did she come to your side, man? Come to your aid during that period? How did she act in that period?
All right. Well, when I was in court, she showed up and she supported me along with my father. My dad helped me out too. So, you know, right there, that right there not threw me, but it put me in the right mindset with her. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, she still wants, you know, it shows me that she wanted me, you know, still wanted everything with me. You know what I mean? So that's where I ended this shit. That's where I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this. I can't, you know, I can't have her put me lower or me put her lower where we can just put each other low. I'm like, nah, we gotta rise above all that shit. And ever since
so
then,
her
man,
showing up to have your back in court was basically helped you realize, I need to stop fucking around on her. She's got my back. I need to have hers.
100%, bro. I mean, she's been there. I'm not. Yeah, like not just the court, you know what I mean? I mean, we've been through our differences and all, but there's a lot of other things that I can call her my rider, bro. And she's my fucking right-hand woman, man. And that's one reason why I fucking love her to death, man. Straight up.
Well, to all women out there, which I've got 3 lined up who want to actually be a part of the show, so we'll have some women guests on here soon. But all the women out there, I think that's honestly, there's a difference between a guy cheating and a woman cheating. A guy normally cheats because he's a guy, and like it's kind of something that we do. Like either we get bored or something's going on to where we're not happy, so we're just looking for that thing to make us happy and feel a certain way.
Bro,
Women, when women
man.
cheat, yeah.
You follow that
women,
nice, beautiful perfume smell, bro. You know, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck did she do to me? You wake up on the side of her bed and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, women though, man. When women cheat though, normally they're doing it like out of just fucking hate and just like sinister shit. Like they just don't care about you, but they're just dragging you along because you're doing the right thing. And that, I mean, as far as my experience, that's kind of, you know, how I see it. So that's what, like, for a woman to be able to, one, forgive you for the cheating, and then two, stand by you when she knows it was just a fucking bad night. That's the kind of women that, you know, I respect and I understand and I appreciate, and that's, you know, they're women. You know, they're not little girls like my ex-wife who just run around and fuck everything and still think you're going to take care of them. This bitch still thinks I'm going to take care of her. So shout out to your woman, man, for sure, because she sounds like a real fucking soldier. And
thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I'm happy that y'all that you were able to recognize what you had. You know what I mean? That's tight.
Well, bro, let me ask you this one. I mean, you're there at court. Did she and your father both speak to your character?
No, because to be honest, we couldn't be around each other. Put that we couldn't be. We had a court order where we couldn't be around each other.
So she was present.
So,
she was just present. She didn't actually get a chance to speak to the judge and say, "Hey, you know, there's a misunderstanding here, or I'm not filing anything." They still filed charges against you?
I didn't fucking charges, bro. It was just, you know, I had to spend it was basically a warrant out for my arrest on that point, because of that, you know, battery, I guess, against the House member, I guess it was, yeah. And then, so that's one reason why I had to go to jail. It was mandatory that I went to jail. And the judge on on Monday. So basically, I spent the weekend in fucking jail. That sucks. I had to fucking, it sucked, basically, yeah. So, I mean,
and then in New Mexico, with a lot of other states, if it's the guy, then even if the woman says, "Oh no, I don't want to press charges," too fucking bad, you're going to jail, and then the state's probably going to bring up charges against you. If it's a woman and the dude's like, "No, it's cool," then they'll let her go, and the state's not going to do anything. Which is that part of the system that's fucked up too. Is you know, a woman can put her fucking hands on you, and if you're an idiot and don't pursue it, which I've been in that situation a couple of times, then they're like, "Okay, whatever." But as soon as it's you as the man, whether she wants to go after you or not, the state's like, "Nah, fuck that.
Game over.
We're coming."
You're an aggressor.
Yeah.
Hey, which brings us back to point A, that fucking perfume. I'm telling you.
I tell you what, guys gotta watch themselves nowadays, man. You could go a little one night stand situation and smash, dude, and the girl. What did Patrice O'Neal say, Eric? He would say, you need to get that out of jail text from her. You know, if she gets pissed at you, she could accuse you of anything. He says, so get that out of jail text from her. I had a great time last night. Let's fuck again or something. I'm like, as crazy as it sounds, it's so true. A woman gets pissed at you, and it happens every day to guys, every day to regular everyday dudes. Some woman gets pissed at them. I mean, shit. It happens in job situations all the time. Females get pissed at a dude for whatever, or it could be anything. It's
yeah. Well, and like that's kind of like the double standard of things, like how so men technically, I guess statistically, make more than women. Yet, if a woman in a job says, "Hey, this guy did such and such to me," whether he did or not, he's going to be automatically assumed guilty, and then he may, you know, he'll lose his job, his career, and all that. Whereas if a woman was sexually harassing a dude and a dude came forward and was like, "Yeah, this has been happening to me," people are going to look at him, including a judge, and be like, what the fuck are you here for? Right?
It's so fucking true, dude.
So, yeah, like it's so, and I mean, that's one of the things we got to try to fight for. I remember we mentioned in one of the early episodes, I think it was like maybe even episode 1, how like as soon as we go into court as the guy, it's automatically like he can't be the homemaker. He can't be the one who has the full custody because he's a man. He's going to be out there working. So let's automatically take his money, give her primary custody. Like, they put the woman in the fucking advantage instantly. And it shouldn't be like that all the time because, like, most of the time, as far as I know and all the guys we've talked with, they're the ones who are actually more suited to be the primary.
More stable,
like, honestly, if
career, money, family, all of that.
Like, if I had primary custody of my daughter, I wouldn't want child support from her mom. I wouldn't want it.
That's most guys, dude. Men are
like,
different,
I can handle my daughter. You know what I mean? And that's we gotta and that's part of why we're doing this too. We're trying to tackle all that, but just to kind of get on a lighter note, because I know and I appreciate it. This is a great conversation. I'm happy we got to have Ben so long because we don't have a lot of dudes that we know that go through shit but still come out on top with the woman. You know what I mean? But since I have both y'all on the phone and we've both done music together, I do want to kind of ask. I kind of want to add, well, one, I think we'll have to all get together some way to do a song. I haven't done music in a long time, so we'll see what we can figure out. But what do y'all feel about the current state of hip-hop right now?
Dude, Donald Trump all the way, bro. That's all I got to say. I love Donald Trump.
What?
Yo, you know why? Donald Trump in office guarantees two things at minimum, right? Good fucking music, right? And good movies. I see Donald Trump, honestly, man, as just a good move for hip hop culture, right? Because every time there's a really shit, think about 90s, man. Think about how much good hip hop came, right? From the 90s. George Bush Sr., right? In the early 90s, so much good fucking hip hop. Ronald Reagan. How much good fucking hip hop music came during that stage? Crazy ass president. It was crack era all over the nation. Murder. Every city was murder capitalists. You know what I mean? Murder-apalists everywhere. And what you get? You got fucking dope-ass music. So I think we got a crazy-ass president.
Give me examples.
Give you example.
I mean, I'm like, as far as new school people, like, I'm kind of down with Kendrick a little bit.
Kendrick is dope,
Nipsey
dude.
Hussle,
Nipsey
YG.
Hussle's dope. Both those dudes. Kendrick is killing it, first of all, right, bro? Nipsey Hussle's dope. I mean, fuck, dude. There's a bunch of names, man. There's a bunch of names killing it, man. My homie Kadir Latif, he got signed with, I know they haven't been doing much. He got signed with Rough Riders. He's killing it right now, too, and he's going to keep popping off because Donald Trump, it just opens up a door now where you can talk about all these subjects which are now mainstream. All these fucking, because he's so fucking crazy. All the social disparities are just so blatant now, and we all it's not even.
I mean, I know it's good for comedy.
It's good for comedy too, bro. Yeah, that's the third one.
But a lot of, I guess it's a lot of the artists that I'm at least seeing that are actually being pushed out there, and who have songs coming out and like all this shit. Like most of them suck balls to me. Like Kodak Black, Lil Yachty.
I mean, I don't even listen to that shit, bro. I mean, but that's normal, though,
Young
right?
Thug, like all that. That's the shit that I'm seeing, and that's why I'm like, you know,
shit, bro.
I agree with you.
I can't name any. I'll be honest with you, Eric, bro. I can't name half the fucking songs out there. I can't even dude. I can't name half those mainstream artists out there right now, too. Like, this girl's telling me, "Did you see the Cardi B shit?" I'm like, I can't name one Cardi B fucking song. What are you talking about?
I know Cardi B because she's got fantastic tits, and I would love to stick my dick in her. But that's it. She can't rap. Her music garbage.
That's it, man.
Fuck. Hey, I wouldn't even touch her with your dick, bro. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Shit. I'm good. I'm good where I stand, man. Shit.
Well, like, so let me then, because I don't think we've ever done this, Will. Who would be your Mount Rushmore, and then who would be like your top five?
There's a lot of faggotry in hip hop right now, though, bro. I think we're at a pinnacle for faggotry in hip hop right now, and it's at and I'm not saying that with any offense to anyone, whatever. I'm just saying, really, there's just so much faggotry in the sense of, and it's being accepted. It's like, you know what? hip hop came from the streets of New York where it was all about talking about real shit. But you know what? We're just gonna cover it with some fucking pink bling bling and ice cream. And you know what? It's really, it's not what's up. And
well, you know what I think that is, and I think that goes back to the core of our podcast itself. A lot of these kids, and that's what they are, they're kids. A lot of them didn't and don't have fucking fathers. And they grew up with these women who were trying to, show them that women are the ones in control, and women are the ones who
Eric, you're so fucking
are
right.
running
this
it.
This is like a psychological discussion, bro, because it's so fucking real.
Because like you mentioned 90s hip hop, and then like even into like early 2000s hip hop, you had like these strong guys, and it actually goes back to the I Got Next album by KRS-One, and he has a line where he says, it's like one of the last song on the fucking album, where he's talking about like religion and Zodiac and all, like a whole mix of shit, where he kills a bunch of fucking topics. But one of them he says is that like when the age changes, you'll see a rise of femininity, and I think that like that's what we're in right now.
100%,
like,
bro. 100%, man.
This overly female, like, just culture to where,
dude,
like,
you do anything male related, dude, you do anything male related, going back to that, bro, it's such a deep concept. Like, we having a podcast, bro, if we actually promoted the shit out of this, like what we should do, bro, just because we call it man's guide, bro, we're gonna get so much flack. If you do anything that promotes men just being men, dude, even in hip-hop, especially hip-hop, it's almost seen as, how dare you? Society's like, what the fuck? Oh, no. You do the opposite, promote, like you said, femininity, no one says shit, including us. We really don't say shit. Our beef is that when you're essentially chopping men's balls off, that's the problem that we, when I say we, I'm speaking just for men, right? This is the problem that we have. And it's not a topic of we're insecure with our sexuality. Not at all, actually. It's the opposite. We're very secure with our sexuality, and we know exactly what the fuck we want and what we like and what we don't like, right? And so hip-hop came from this way. And so someone would tell me it's evolving. I'm like, no, man. It's evolving to what? Where there's no roles. There's no roles anymore. It's just all female shit. You know what I mean? I'm not with
wearing
it.
dresses and purses and ugh.
Dog, it's
disgusting.
It's weird as shit, bro. But honestly, Eric, it deserves, dude. You could open a whole podcast dedicated to it, because you're right, bro. It's that psychology, bro, at the depths of it. Men.
Well, me and my homie Derek, we actually tried to get one going, but then, like I said, I had to do what I had to do. I had to move away, and we kind of got lost. I think we only got like 3 episodes, and we never really got anything up, but it was called Top 5.
Oh, that's dope.
And that was kind of like, that's what we were going to tackle, was like top 5 of everything, like movies, comedy, hip hop, all that kind of stuff. But, and that's why I was saying it's kind of cool having y'all on here, because I haven't got to talk about music in a while. It's been a minute, because I haven't been in it. I've been doing, my daily work, and then of course we got this shit going on that we just 7 episodes in, dude. It's pretty fucking tight, and we stay steady with it. And Benzo, I hope you've been listening to the episodes, and I hope you subscribe on YouTube, man, and spread it to anybody who might even just want or need to hear what the fuck we're talking about, because honestly, it's not enough. But like you were saying, Will, if people, when people start hearing this and it gets out more, I can't wait for them to start coming after us, because luckily for us, we have me, and I don't give a fuck. I will say what I want. I will go after anybody trying to come after us. The other day, we were leaving town to go to work, and I'm in line at the gas station, and there's one dude in front of me, and he's been there for 15 minutes, and he is bitching about 40 cents at the gas pump. 40 cents.
Ugh, fucker.
What is this world coming to, bro?
Oh, no. I lose my shit right there in the fucking gas station, and I start going up. My homie who's in the other line finishes up, and he's looking at me like, I'm getting out of here because I know what you're about to do. And he walks out. So then I leave from standing behind this idiot and go to the other line, and I get done before he's done. Well, my cousin's behind that guy, and my cousin's standing there laughing, listening to me going off. So then I finish paying, I get my change, and then the manager comes from the back, and she starts telling me that I need to leave the store, and I'm not welcome there. And I said, who the fuck are you talking to? And she's like, just go. You need to get out of here. I said, fine. She's like, you can say whatever you want when you get outside. I said, cool. So I go, I open the door, and as soon as one foot goes out the door, I turn around, start cussing her out. I'm still cussing the guy out. I'm going off. So I go to my cousin's truck, get in the truck. This bitch comes outside, starts writing down my cousin's license plate, and my cousin starts going off on her, like, what the fuck are you doing? This bitch felt so entitled because she had a fucking manager title at this gas station, and I'm calling the sheriff and blah, 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 and I'm going to do this and this. I'm like, fuck you. So we leave, we go out of town, we do what we got to do, we come back. I made a point after I got in my truck, go and drop my homie off. I went back to the store, and I made a point. I went in the women's bathroom, took a massive shit, didn't flush, walked the fuck right back out.
Oh, dude, I totally agree. You know, at least if we don't have the same rights, give us the same rights to use the same restroom, right?
Yeah.
Blow that
dude,
fucking shit up.
Like, goddamn. Like, I can't take it when, and I don't have anything against women. I love women.
We all love women, bro.
The entitlement, like, I'm a customer that's venting because this idiot's throwing a fit over 40 cents. I felt like throwing 40 cents at him.
And you want to hear it's funny, bro?
Right.
I was at fucking 7-Eleven last night, and I needed $1, and this dude strolled in, and I was like, no, it was like I needed like 89 cents, bro. I didn't have any change on me, and this dude looked like he was homeless, didn't have his shoelaces. He's like, I got you, man. Here's 89 cents, and I was like, I didn't take it, but it was just mad cool. He walked in, and I was like, damn, I ain't got no change. He's like, I got you, man, right here, and I was like,
hey, it's true though, dude. Look. The people with the less money are the ones that tend to help out, bro. You know what I mean?
That's real.
I mean, you go out, and, you know, like you just said, you were at a gas station, and the less fortunate person intended to help you out the most out of all these fuckers with money out there.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
I mean, fuck them motherfuckers. I mean, we all break our back the same as much as them, but for a fucking less fortunate to come help us out, hey, man, come on now.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah, I'm with that. I think that's part of masculinity. That ain't feminism. That's doing man shit, doing the right fucking thing.
I agree.
Yeah, bro. So I say
not bitching over 40 cents, but just taking it, paying it, and going. You know.
Right.
You know,
well, I know it's getting late over there for you, Will. So I do, like I said, I want to bring it back because I have both of y'all on. Will, real quick, give me your Mount Rushmore, and then give me your top 5.
I go with top 5, man. Oh man, it's kind of a hard question, man. So, Karis 1, Big Daddy Kane.
Wow.
Big Pun. Oh man, it's always tricky, dude. Nas and Eminem.
Okay. What about you, Benzo? Do you have a Rushmore and top 5 or just a top 5?
Rushmore and top 5 as in anything or just hip-hop?
Hip-hop. Like, Rushmore is like the 4 that, like, they're above the top 5, and then you have your actual top 5.
Yeah. Just my top 5, yeah, bro. I would say everybody says Biggie and Pac, bro, but no. I mean, I agree, but I would say Eminem, my number 5. And then I would say Jay-Z, my number 4. And then I would go my Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, number 2, and then my number 1. You ready for this one?
I guess.
My number 1, all time.
Go say Ludacris.
No, I'm not going to say Ludacris. my number one, I would say. Nas, man.
Hell
Did I
yeah.
already say
dude.
Nas?
Yeah, Nas is that
No,
dude.
no, that's
Nas
not
is
bad.
that dude.
Yeah.
I already know
Yeah,
Eric's. I already know Eric's.
No, see, I've had to alter mine because I had to come up with a Rushmore because of all the fucking names that I love. But my Rushmore is Scarface,
Yes.
Ice Cube,
Yes.
Tupac, and Rakim. That's my Rushmore.
That's dope. That's
Like,
I
they
can't
are-
argue that, man.
They're no one like you. No one can fuck with them. Period. In my eyes, and that opens up my actual top 5 because I go, damn, like for me, E40 has to be in there. Tech 9 has to be in there.
I knew that. I knew both those, dude. All right. The last 3.
Nas is definitely in there.
Okay.
And then I gotta throw in it like a combination of a number between Ghostface and Raekwon.
Dude, it's Ghostface, bro.
'Cause they're just-
it's Ghostface, bro.
Ghostface and Raekwon, I have to kind of like merge the two because
Go-
they're just
They are, but dude, Ghostface has better album, bro. His albums are
yeah.
real dope, bro.
Ghostface does have
And
better
then
albums.
you think all
yeah.
all Ray's albums, dude. Think about, dude. I was listening to what's it, Wisdom Body, on the Raekwon joint, dude. That joint. You think
Yeah.
about how many guest appearances Ghost has on Ray's albums, and then on top, of
Yeah.
dude, Ghostface,
Yeah.
man,
If I had to go one over the other, I'd definitely go Ghostface over Raekwon. But I think they're both equally, on a mic level, equally sick. But then the last one on that top 5, and it's not really a particular order, but the last one would be definitely Guru, because I think he's just fucking underrated.
that is, dude. You're
period.
right. I agree with you, bro. 100% dude. That's dope.
Because Guru is just one of those names that, like, anytime you hear Gangstar, everybody fucking knows Gangstar.
100%, dude.
And everybody has to respect Gangstar just because Guru was fucking,
A genius.
he was insane.
Yeah, dude. He was just so consistent, dude. His rhyming. Some people don't like him because he's so monotone, but I mean that made him so
I love him.
unique.
Yeah.
It fits
I
so
love the
well over those
monotone.
beats too, man. Him and that was a perfect hip hop duo, man, right there, man. And you
Like
think about
I've recorded with both of y'all, and I have a monotone style, and it's highly influenced by Guru because I'm like, oh wait, I can just kind of just be me. I don't have to be overly excited or anything. I can just
Exactly.
fucking just say what I gotta say.
it's like a chill but still serious like tone, man. It's really dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Well,
hey, so,
nice. We got a nice spread out list and great conversation, man. I'm happy we got to have somebody on who's not completely fucked by their situation.
Sure.
But
Man.
episode 7, we'll figure out a name for it when we get it up on YouTube. I'll shoot you a text with the link, Benzo, and definitely if you're not subscribed, subscribe once I send it to you, and then
No
pass
doubt,
it around
no
for
doubt.
me out there, man. Get it out there. I'll tag you on Facebook too, so you can share it on your page also. And Will, again, man, appreciate it.
thank you, bro.
Another good one. We'll get ready for the next one, probably Sunday.
Yep.
And
man, you guys gotta have me on here another time, bro. I mean,
oh yeah, dude,
Anytime,
we're not
bro.
stopping anytime soon, man. We're
Anytime.
not stopping anytime soon. it's
This is just the beginning.
it's episode 7, and we're aiming for episode 7,000. So
Yes, sir.
hell yeah.
All right,
so
gentlemen.
we'll keep going. But appreciate you both. Will hit me up when it's ready to go, man. And like I said, Benzo, I'll shoot you the link and everything, and that way you can get it out there to all your people as well, man.
All right, sounds good, brother.
Peace out,
Thanks
gentlemen.
All right, man.
for having me on,
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it.
All right, peace.
All right, brother.
All right, later.